The morning sun brushed its glow across the chrome edges of Maplewood Diner, a place where butter and syrup usually promised comfort. But on this day, light could not drive away the darkness, sitting in a few cruel hearts. By the window sat a girl in a wheelchair, her plate of pancakes in front of her like a fragile shield against the world. Her name was Clara, though her face held the quiet strength of someone who had endured much. Her trembling hands revealed unease. The boys at the next booth didn't just laugh at her, they crossed a line no one should ever cross. One slapped her plate to the floor, another shoved her wheelchair back with mocking force. The diner froze. Their laughter rang louder than the clatter of broken plates. Clara's eyes filled with tears she tried to hide, but humiliation burned hotter than pain. If you believe kindness should conquer cruelty, that second chances matter, and that no one deserves this, take a moment now to like this video, comment, share, and subscribe to Kindness Corner. Together, let's prove compassion is stronger than hate. Clara's life had never been easy. Born with a spinal condition that left her in a wheelchair, she was told by her parents her spirit could soar even if her legs could not. She clung to that belief, though the world often tried to crush it. Each day, she faced stares, whispers, or pitying smiles from strangers who couldn't imagine her life. But what she faced in that diner was far beyond pity. It was cruelty sharp enough to wound the soul. As the bullies jeered, others looked down. Some shook their heads but stayed silent. The waitress, frozen with coffee cups in hand, hesitated with fear. Clara bent awkwardly, trying to gather her food with trembling hands, desperate to avoid more attention. That's when another hand appeared, gentle, not mocking. An older man quietly set the plate back before her. "Don't mind them," he whispered, though his nervous glance betrayed unease. His kindness was a candle in the dark, yet Clara still felt broken. She sat quietly, appetite gone, throat tight with unspoken questions. Why does the world work this way? Why do people think it's acceptable to torment the different? Her heart pounded with every burst of cruel laughter. She closed her eyes, praying the hour would pass quickly. But an hour later, something unexpected shifted the diner's air. A low rumble echoed outside, growing louder like distant thunder. Dozens of motorcycles rolled into the lot, chrome glinting in the sun. Conversations hushed, forks froze. The jackets bore the mark of the Hells Angels, their engines growling like a storm. The bullies who once laughed with arrogance grew restless. Smirks faded. Everyone knew the reputation, fearless and unshaken. The diner door swung open. A bell jingled softly, but the silence that followed was heavier. A towering man with a steel-hard gaze entered, vest heavy with patches. More followed, until the diner seemed to shrink under their presence. Clara's pulse raced, fear mixed with wonder. The leader scanned the room, his sharp eyes landing on the bullies, then softening as they found Clara. Without words, he seemed to understand. He stepped forward, boots heavy on tile, and knelt beside her. For the first time that morning, Clara didn't feel small. She felt seen, protected. His name was Rourke. He turned his head slowly toward the boys. Frozen in shame, their arrogance vanished. One by one, they slid out of the booth, pale-faced, stumbling toward the door. None dared look at Clara again. Outside, motorcycles formed a wall of leather and steel, ensuring their humiliation was complete before they fled. But Rourke wasn't done. He called the waitress, laid a large bill on the table, and told her to bring Clara anything she wanted: pancakes, pie, milkshake, the whole menu. Then he told Clara she was stronger than the cowards who tried to break her. In a gesture no one would forget, he removed his leather vest, draped it over her shoulders, and said she was now family. Tears streamed down Clara's face, not of shame, but gratitude. In a single hour, her morning of pain became a moment of transformation. She learned kindness can rise from the most unlikely places, and sometimes the fiercest faces carry the softest hearts. The diner erupted in quiet applause. The waitress hugged Clara, promising she'd never feel invisible there again. Hope surged within her chest. She realized cruelty exists, but so does courage. And sometimes strangers rewrite your story. If this touched your heart, please like, share, subscribe to Kindness Corner, and comment below. Your support helps us spread stories that inspire. Before we close, one request. Comment what you would have done if you were in that diner. Would you have stood for Clara? Your words may inspire someone else to act with courage when the time comes.